All right, blessings to you, everyone. This is a How It's Going video with Pastor Owen on Monday, August 10th, 2026. Hope everybody's doing well and that you are conversing with God often in prayer, praying for the things that you need and the people around you, and that includes people in our congregation who need healing and comfort. We all need those prayers. So thanks for, like I said, conversing with God, being in communication with Him in prayer. We heard from God. That's what worship is all about, hearing a word from God that is intended for our ears. Both His law and His gospel, this promise that frees us from captivity, from sin, from abandonment, where we can feel God's presence. So it was wonderful to have worship with those who were able to make it yesterday. We got a word about Jesus walking on the water, and Peter giving it a shot all of a sudden as well. Lord, save me are the words that he could express when he was in deep, deep trouble and sinking down, and Jesus was there to grab him, to take hold once again. So this week we get further into the Gospel of Matthew. Just an amazing interaction between a Canaanite woman and Jesus, and the disciples who are there being the gatekeepers as well. So really looking forward to worship with you on Sunday. Church Life highlights, there has been a request to have some info about the whole Sand Volleyball League and how that's going. I make brief mention of it, but it's been very fun. I can show you the standings. They're not completely updated, but we are looking pretty good right now. There's a couple of Wednesdays left. We'll have a game at 6:45 on Wednesday, just one this Wednesday if you want to go and watch. And then 3 the following Wednesday, and the league will wrap up. No tournament, it's just flat out standings. The placement in the standings is what it is. Yeah, like I said, we're in a good position. We're kind of undefeated at this point in the season. It's been fun to play all of these teams there. And last week, let's see, Cassidy and Jeremy and Greta filled in because Leah, Ada, and Elsie and Clara were gone. My dad, Brent, also played as he usually does. Yeah, so Greta joined us. She did a good job of playing in the back row and getting some good serves in there, passing the ball. And so, yeah, it's been a fun league. So there's the current standings that aren't completely updated. So we'll see how this can wrap up in the next couple of weeks, right as our church programming is ramping up as well very soon. Let's see, Clara is off to college yet again for her sophomore year. Got her moved in. I think that was Saturday that we went up there and helped. I think she's rearranged since then, and she and her roommate are in Solberg, which is very close to the Elman Center, where Clara begins practicing with her volleyball team today. So yeah, she's looking forward to her sophomore year. It was great to see her quite a bit in the summer, and we hope to see her quite a few for times for games this fall and stuff like that. So there's Clara. Let's see what else we have. The story yesterday of Jesus walking on the water. This was the children's chat. Parents, you can look through your kids' Bible, and if you need a kids' Bible, we've got several different versions too. So they're kind of fun to compare and contrast and read these stories that, especially when they stay faithful to the text. I mean, you can't improve on it, but there's concise ways to tell these stories, and for us to remember it is pretty great. All right, what else do we have? There's going to be a meteor shower, I hear. Perseid, it's associated with is Perseid a asteroid or a comet that comes in every once in a while? And little fragments will break off and burn up in our atmosphere that looks like those shooting stars. We might want to check that out, I would think. I think it's on Wednesday night. So on the 12th, yes, evening, when it gets really dark, that's your time to watch. So I just pulled up this infographic that shows meteor showers and what they are. It's good to learn from. Anyway, so there's some highlights for you, several of them. Brian was able to print out some council responsibilities and the Constitution. Either those are in your mailbox or they will be. So that we thank him for doing that. And he's going to represent us also as a delegate at the upcoming annual gathering for the LCMC. That's in early October. So we've already picked out what should be some very beneficial and good sessions, breakout sessions that can be helpful to our church. So really glad that Brian is going to go, and that'll be great. I mentioned this before, Hull Sand Volleyball League game Wednesday night, just one at 6:45. This upcoming Sunday, after church, Sunday afternoon this is, I'll have to talk with Leah or Lonnie Egdorf. They're usually the point people on the Buddy Walk, which is a really cool time where people can get together and walk around Okoboji, Arnold's Park, and enjoy some rides too, all in support of Northwest Iowa families and those with Down syndrome. We are very blessed to know Bellamy and many others perhaps that have Down syndrome, and we can get together with other Northwest Iowa families. They have a nice gathering of people that support one another, and we can support them by walking and participating in the Buddy Walk on Sunday. The following Saturday, or maybe this is a little further off than what is in my head, but August 29th, just put it on your calendar. How about that? Saturday evening or dinner time, supper time. We'll have a congregational cookout, maybe some games and a devotional as well. Be fun to gather together, and maybe I can introduce what we'll be doing for First Wednesday potlucks this year and other programs going on, offerings that ministries that the church will have here at St. Paul Lutheran. So should be a fun day. We'll see about the weather, and some of these things can be done outdoors, which would be fun. All right, birthdays for this week. Today, Bo Schroeder has a birthday. Happy birthday, Bo. Julene Anderson has a birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday, Julene. And Nancy Nielsen has a birthday on Sunday. I think she and Ken are going to be going out on the motorcycle out west to Colorado. I think that's their plan this week. So hopefully they drive safe and have a great time looking at God's creation out there from the vantage point of the roads that they'll travel. Anniversaries this week, we've got a couple. Ron and Linda Vandenbosch celebrate one today. Happy anniversary, Ron and Linda. And then Dale and Diane Fick will celebrate their anniversary on Saturday, the 15th. All right, how about this for a benediction that comes out of Psalm 67? May God be gracious to us and bless us and make his face shine on us. All right. Have a great week, everybody.